There's a heat wave and windstorm coming. Actually, the heat wave's already here. So I'm up against the clock. Happy Saturday, by the way. I got some Peter's fertilizer in here. This is what I fertilize all the peppers and tomatoes with once a week. It's already 85 degrees outside. High in the upper 90s today. High in the upper 90s for like the next week. So I got to get some water on here. But I'm off to a late start. My morning run went a little longer than I wanted, and then we got a load of compost delivered that I did not get on camera because they showed up a little earlier than we expected. But nonetheless, we got that, and we got some help coming today to help do another raised bed so we can get all of these flowers finally outside into the ground and just get the work done in a quicker manner. It is super windy out, batten down the hatches, hopefully everything holds. But let's get all these tomatoes and everything fertilized. So what I'm doing here, so I'm taking the Jack's Classic, or Peter's as my mom calls it. It's a veggie feed. It's a 12, 15, 30. And this is what I water the tomatoes and pumpkins with one time per week, usually on Saturday mornings like today. And because I don't have a system in the greenhouse yet, I just do 4 scoops in this 5-gallon bucket and get it relatively close to 4 gallons. And then transfer it back in there and use our handy dandy watering can to fill it up. Yeah, it is so windy. Shade cloth, hanging on for dear life. Hopefully that doesn't fly off here today. But what I am super pumped about, I believe is in part due to this fertilizer here. Check out the pepper that's forming already here on the bell pepper plant. There's lots of bell peppers on all the bell pepper plants. And then the super hots are growing like crazy. They're vibrant green, and there's starting to be a lot of flowers on them. Today's date is June 21st. So here in Michigan, we got plenty of time yet before it's gonna freeze. So I think with how early I started the peppers, having them in the greenhouse and how we've been feeding them, that we're gonna have a chance to harvest a boatload of super hots this year. So what do we got planned this weekend? Well, give this a good shake and bake. I have some foliar feed that I'm going to put on the pumpkins super early tomorrow morning. I have some neem oil that I'm going to put on the pumpkins that I have already foliar feeded. I need to thin the pumpkins. We need to do a flower bed. We need to transplant all these flowers. Then we're going to take it easy. And, oh shoot, I got 2 more irrigation spots that I need to repair. Because not only is it going to be 90 for the next 90 plus for the next 7 days, there's no rain in the forecast. So I need to get that set up and get ready because I'll probably have to water the pumpkins again. And then because I'm watering these sunflowers and zinnias by hand yet, I'm going to probably run an irrigation setting out here. Even though it's going to take away from some of the profitability, it will save me a couple hours for a couple nights. I think that's a decent trade-off. So as soon as I finish watering this, we'll go get our first helper and get some of this compost moved. So I roughly have thinned half of this field already. I didn't plant all the pumpkins on the same day. It was a lot of work. I was by myself for the most part. So these seeds were planted about a week later. So what I'm doing is looking for the biggest stem, the brightest, greenest leaves, and which one's growing the biggest. And I'm just cutting out the other ones as to not disturb the roots of the plants that I'm leaving behind. Unfortunately, I did not get close enough when I weed sprayed over here. So I'm gonna have to have my nephews or workers come in. Yeah, my nephews. They're helping out though, they're earning money. Come and pull some of these small little ragweeds out in these invasive vines, even though I know here shortly, the pumpkins are going to choke out that stuff. But until then, they're competing for the water and the nutrients in the soil, and I want as marketable pumpkins as possible. Ooh, this is looking good. Let's do that one. All right. Oh, stop. Stop with the all rights. I'm not totally sold on the delivery of compost we got. That picture I showed, or that B-roll, that footage of the pile, did that look like 2 yards to you? Comment below for me if that looked like 2 yards from you. We have moved that entire 2 yards. Let's take a look here. And I mean, it didn't even make it. Oh man, let me pace it out here real quick. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It only made it 58 feet down here. And if you take a close look, Like, it barely even covered the dirt. Like, boom, you can see the dirt bleeding through here. It just seemed a lot thinner than before. And the price was within like $60 of when I had 5 yards delivered. So just frustrating. This is real unfiltered. Like, I'm frustrated because either I didn't order enough. It's a $65 delivery fee, so probably silly me for being cheap and only thinking I needed 2 yards. But like, I just feel like 2 yards would have went further than this. But having the help here, spreading it out, takes a little bit of that bitterness away. I'm gonna get this smoothed out, and I got them actually filling in the grave from the other field and digging out a busted line for me, so I don't gotta do that. And yeah, I'm loving the help so far. Yeah, so just, I don't know. Stop sounding whiny, but just does not seem right. It's so thin. And I've gotten multiple loads before and just seemed to go so much further. So maybe the error wasn't on this load. Maybe the error was I got too much before. Try to find, you know, a different way of looking at it. Always try to remain positive and, I don't know, give the benefit of the doubt, right? Oh, see, look, I just blew through to the dirt already. It's a whole freaking wheelbarrow full there. I don't know. Starting to feel the effects of the heat and potential dehydration. I need to drink some water here in a minute. Did 6 miles this morning on my run. Hat was drenched, so I know I was sweating then. All right, that's a little better. Probably put the weed barrier over it tonight yet if it calms down a little bit. Let's go see where they're at in the pumpkin patch. Keep on thinning. Fancy that. Hey, sprinkler part. We meet again. And this is so much fun doing these over and over and over. I'm gonna actually kind of miss when it doesn't have to be done for a while. The nephews helping came in tremendously handy. They got all of the load moved. We got it spread out. I had them weeding the pumpkin patch. Oh. And I had them fill in the holes from the grave from the other sprinkler head that went out. And then I had them dig this hole out so I didn't have to do it. So with how hot it was though, had them drinking water nonstop. And I capped them both at 2 hours. 2 hours of work for each of them, 4 total man hours. Will probably save me 8 hours of work. So I got almost a day back for relatively good value price-wise, and they earn some money. They get to be out on the farm. They know what hard work means. We had a good talk, and then we got to go swimming afterwards in Grandma's pool. So all in all, a win for everyone. Went swimming for a while, feel much more cool down. I'm gonna get this swapped out and then probably go back and swim for a while. It's bloody hot and I just don't feel like doing a crazy amount right now. Huzzah! Oh, it's so bloody hot. Oh man, that is really hot. Whoa, cooking. It was really interesting with my nephews, you know, once again to protect their privacy. Not putting them on here, but I brought them out here. There was already a hole here. This part was sticking out of the hole. Pulled it out. I said, dig around this hole until you hit a white pipe. Okay, pretty easy. Go back, do my stuff. Come back out here, and they got 2 holes. And there's a hole over here. And he's like, yeah, we're hitting the pipe right here. I could immediately look and realize that it's hard pack, and knowing where the pipe is, that they're not hitting the pipe. And I'm like, which hole was this sprinkler part in? And they're like, the one I'm standing in. I was like, well, that's the one you need to dig out because that's where the pipe is. And they just like, it didn't register. And I was just like, you dug a hole for no reason. And I did one scoop and boom, I hit the pipe. And you could just see the look on their face where they're like, oh. So good lesson. Heating instructions, pay attention. Oh no, you jerk. That was me trying to go one-handed. Oh man, come on, let's put some extra gooey on there. And then let's do a little bit more primer. Damn it, darn it. Try not to have that cave in again, come on. I don't dare bend down there again. So I'm gonna risk putting more goo, so I'm just gonna goo the crap out of this one. glue, not goo. Oh man, I'm dripping sweat. Don't put any, oh you dude, what is going on? Oh, dang it. This is why I'm filming. You guys get to see this. Dude, it's like it doesn't wanna, it's like the pipe didn't wanna go over the pipe. Like I didn't get a clean cut or I smushed it. Come on, give me a winner here. I'm gonna set this down yet. It's so hot that the glue that holds this tab on is melting. There we go, nice and gluey. Come on. Oh, you jerk. Yep. Dang it. Something is not right with my cut. Oh man, come on, glue, don't dry. Come on. Glue there. Set that down again. Put some glue on here. Dripping sweat. Not sure if the camera's picking that up. Come on. There you go, you naughty little thing. There. And I forgot a flipping level. Again. Good enough. Yeah, what is all that racket in the woods? Let's put some dirt underneath it. Just so it's not leaning down. All right. Success. We'll let that cure for the night. That sucked, but it's over. Happy Sunday morning. Let's see if I can get this pumping right. It is not even 7 a.m. It's 80 degrees. Still windier than ever. Very nervous to go check out the greenhouse. Oop, I got the air valve there. Very nervous to go check out the greenhouse. I had to fix it a few times last night. Hopefully it survives the night. It's still mega windy. But trying to get this foliar feed on the other half of the field so I can get the neem oil on the half of the field that I did the foliar feed last night, or yesterday. And walking past the side of the field that I did yesterday, I know it's probably not real, but I swear you could tell that they grew like crazy last night. And maybe they did because it was so warm and above 70. So I just got this Pimpleton pumpkin juice, spraying it on the top, giving it a quick shot on the bottom, and just enough where it's not dripping off. Read a lot of really good reviews about the pumpkin juice foliar feed, and I'm excited to see what it turns into. Got a few white spots in the veins on some leaves. I don't think that it's blight already or a fungus, but we will see. I'm running late. The sun hits this side of the field first, so hopefully I don't scorch or burn the tips of the leaves by spraying the stuff on there. Yeah, we have completed the foliar feed of the west half of the pumpkin patch, and now I'm going to attempt to, I don't want you to run off here, there we go. Gonna hit the east half with neem oil, getting it quick shot under the leaves. That's where all the bugs would want to go, right? All you pumpkin growers out there, hit me up, let me know. I'm not opposed to using an insecticide, I guess, for these. I'm not going to eat them, not going to consume them. But then again, at the same time, I really don't want to use anything like that on the farm. So try this neem oil first. From what I've read, you just put it on so there's a mist. You don't want it to run off. I don't know how it keeps the bugs off. Should probably look into that. Do know that it doesn't smell the greatest. Kind of reminds me of garlic mixed with, I don't even know. I kind of do know, but I don't want to say. So yeah, interesting. So once I get done with this, hopefully I can beat the sun to parts of the sunflower field and get some water on those. I quick checked the greenhouse in between the neem oil and the foliar feed. The greenhouse is okay. Shade cloth is okay, but I quick looked at some of the sunflowers and a few of them are actually falling over, and I'm going to assume that is because they are just incredibly thirsty. Got to figure out a way to get the off-grid going there, but still waiting for our June, or I guess it'd really be our July payment from Amazon to come for our associate program, and reinvest that money into the off-grid thing that I'm thinking of. And we're back out in the sunflower patch. Neem oil has been spread. Foliar feed has been done. I'm gonna try to beat the sun on this field, get some water on some of the sunflowers, some of the zinnias, and some of the new sunflowers that I planted this past week. I can actually see a bunch poking through the hole already, so good news there. We're doing every 2 weeks, we're planting sunflowers. That should give us sunflowers all through the year. I'm really excited. It works out well because I'm doing the pumpkins right now, or I just watered the pumpkins, now I'm watering the sunflowers. And I believe any kind of revenue that we're gonna generate this year is gonna come from sunflowers and pumpkins. And it will come in the fall. It's good. Oh man, farm truck, priority number 1. Tractor with rototiller and mower, priority number 2. Outside of that, just cash on hand for basic supplies like stakes, weed barrier, mulch, whatever, right? Ideal dream state, enough for truck, enough for tractor, enough for supplies, and enough to cover the farm payment for a year. So then we are completely out of pocket for expenses and on our way to having a sustainable farm that generates income to pay for itself. Yesterday, after the morning chores, we spent the day in the pool, hydrating, relaxing, and getting severely sunburned. Real deal. But overall, good. Felt good to not do any work on the farm just for an afternoon. Even though I still spent a couple hours in the morning out here, it just felt good. Oh, but today it is still 90 plus degrees. Just got back and need to water the plants in the greenhouse just to get some coolness into them and see how our sunflowers and zinnias are doing. And lots of new sunflowers sprouting in the second succession planting that we did. Deer alarm working perfectly. I see no signs of deer. Woo! And sunflowers are really starting to take off. Look at this. Yeah, I'm digging that. Okay, looking good. And then we'll go to some of our zinnias. Woo! Zinnias are taking off. Let me cut over here and then go to our latest sunflower bed. Now, this was the first sunflower attempt where I put all compost down before planting, and there's nearly 100% germination rate over here. I am sorry, that is annoying, but it is totally working. But nearly 100% germination rate over in the field that has the compost. Still do not have enough compost for the third run I was gonna do. I haven't decided if I'm gonna order more for this weekend yet or not, or let it rock. But let's see what the greenhouse is looking like today. Day number 5 at 90 plus. Oh man, yeah. See some stress. You can see some stress here on that plant. I mean, I thoroughly watered all of these last night. Tomatoes, not looking too bad. Thermometer, what are we looking like in the shade? 111 degrees. Definitely getting a ton of pumpkins. Thai chilies. Can you see me? Thai chilies, getting some Thai chilies. What I'm super pumped about for some reason, shishito peppers. All kinds of shishitos in here. And now we go to this side. Oh yeah. Yeah, see the leaves curling up, leaves dying on the bottom. He's tired. Ooh, that might even be a little bit of blight. Yeah, look how droopy McDroop these leaves are. So we need to get a good amount of water on all this stuff and call it an evening out here. Let's get going. Let's see if I can get this in as few trips as possible. Oh, be prime, be prime, be prime. Nope. 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 And then, can I get the perfect spacing? Okay. So when you go back just a little bit more, I like it. Well, you can see off camera, ouch, as I'm going into a big jug. And this will prevent the amount of trips that I have to make out here, which takes time. Greenhouse hanging on with the wind, shade cloth hanging on. Tomorrow and the rest of the week, it's going to be substantially less windy, so I can rest a little easier at night and when I'm at the office, knowing that everything is okay out here. All the water it takes to keep this stuff alive. First off, let's hit the yarrow. Dry as a cork. Gotta get this stuff in the ground, hey dog. Gotta get this stuff in the ground. This is killing time. It's not growing. I don't know why I'm procrastinating so badly with this one. It's hot. I mean, that's part of the reason, but it's not a good enough reason. Come on. There we go. You know, it's 2-ish gallons of water a day just to keep these alive in these little trays because they dry out so quickly. Still plenty of water in that one. I really filled that one last night. Holy cow. A little dehydrated when I came in here last night. Oh, still fighting it. Cannot tell you how much water and electrolyte stuff I drank yesterday. Still think from my morning run on Saturday, just never quite really recovered hydrationally, if that's even a word. Peppers look pretty darn good, except for this side over here, but that stuff just gets cooked by the sun over here because I don't have the shade cloth over it quite well enough. But overall, once again, how many days in a row we had 90? Man, I'll take it. How everything behaved in here. Thank good for the shade cloth though. Without this shade cloth, it'd be toast. I'm glad I bought that. Let's get these watered up. The last order of business for this vlog is thinning the last row of pumpkins that I have. So here's what we got down here. Oop, come on. Here's what we got down here. Got a nice thick stem. It's just bigger than the other two. There's a brown leaf on one that I just cut away, so I kept this one. This one's already good. Definitely think we altered that one when I had the nephews coming and helping pull weeds. Hopefully there's not too many more like that. Okay, so I think I already thinned this row for the most part. Ooh, there's definitely some more weeding that needs to be done over here though. For the most part, the herbicide I did worked really well. I just missed a few spots when I was spraying. Okay, so back to it. Nice big leaf here. It's already got a nice thick stem. So I'm gonna get rid of this one and get rid of that one. Just cutting them away as to not disturb the roots of the one that I left behind. And I got a whole row to get here, and then we're gonna call it good. Not bad start to the week. I'll probably take tomorrow off, which will be Tuesday, and then get back at digging some holes. I got one more sprinkler line to fix, and I have an idea where I think I'm gonna cap off the line because I don't need to do that whole field, and I'll be able to irrigate the sunflowers and zinnias a lot more easily. But as always, give a like, a share, and subscribe. And until the next one, we'll see you on the other side. Any kind of pumpkin tips you want to share, throw them down below in the comment. And anything you'd like to see us do or film differently, just put down in the comments. But until the next one, see ya.